Barbara Stacy Olajide, and I am the current president of Almost Home Canine Rescue. We're only successful if we have people that want to foster, and what fostering means is, Almost Home pays for all the food, the medical expenses, the vet care, supplies, and the foster home just needs to provide a safe, loving environment for the animal until we can adopt the animal out, we find. But where Rusty came from was the Madison, South Dakota Pound. He was never claimed. He just sat in there for a week or so. The city has to keep an animal, I believe it's 72 hours before they decide what they need to do with the animal, if it's dispose of the animal, which we won't talk about, or most of the time Almost Home is able to help rehome animals that are end up in the Madison Pound. Usually cats and dogs are the normal. But yeah, he was in the pound and came into rescue. And once, as with all animals that come into our rescue, he goes straight to the vet, gets all his vet work taken care of, which includes spaying or neutering, of course, depends on the breed or the sex of the animal, all vaccinations. We microchip some of the animals, depending on what type of animal and their situation. We also make sure to have, ear mites checked, ears, everything else that you would normally do. And then once they're done with all their vet care, then they hopefully get moved into a foster home if there's one available, and a foster home that fits that animal's needs. We have an application process for adopting. It's an online application. And so people go on there and fill out all the questions. People might think there's a lot of questions, but we really want to make sure this is the right home for the animal they're wanting to adopt. And so they're asking about the home environment and other animals they've had, their vet, if they have a relationship with a vet. Some people, if it's their first animal, they don't have that, and that's okay. But we also ask for references, personal references, so we can kind of just dig more into, for instance, if they are asking or wanting to adopt a dog that needs a lot of exercise, if they're just not the type to go out for a walk on a daily basis, or it just their lifestyle just doesn't account for that, we might not place that animal in that home. But there might be another animal in the future that comes along, if everything else checks out with the references, that would be a good fit for that home. And so, but we call the references, and it's not just, we'll just put it on there and they're not gonna call, but we actually do. It's not, we really care about what we're doing. We don't wanna see the dog back into rescue. That's, we kind of feel like we fail at that point, but it's not all, it is what it is sometimes. We have donation banks. I think right now they're clear tubes right now. We kind of changed from little dog looking banks to this other format. But we have those located at various businesses around Madison, and that's, if people want to throw their extra change in when they're purchasing a product or eating at a restaurant, we always appreciate that donation. But those donations are used for vet care. We like to educate our youth in the area, and so I have talked to the local 4-H dog training during the summer, the kids that go do the dog obedience and training in the summer, and just educate them on the services we provide to the community, as far as getting the animals out of the pound and what they can do to help, just spreading the word of about how to treat animals the correct way.